Five things happened this week that most Nigerians are still talking about, and by the time we get to the third one, you are going to understand exactly why this country keeps having the same arguments with itself. Let's start here. Atiku Abubakar says if he becomes president in 2027, he is bringing fuel subsidy back. But guess what? Peter Obi, in a surprising turn of events, disagrees publicly and directly. Now, this all played out at the NBA conference in Port Harcourt, where opposition candidates clashed over security, policing, and the economy. But it was the subsidy question that really split the room. So here's another viral video of Atiku explaining why he wants it restored.
This afternoon or this evening, so many Nigerians have been calling me to say that, one of my press aides had contradicted me in my policy statement as far as subsidy is concerned. I want to repeat categorically that what I said, I will return subsidy, I will. And I shall. Nigeria is rich enough to look after the welfare of its citizens. Therefore, let it be clearly stated that he was not speaking on my own authority, because the removal of subsidy has driven more Nigerians into poverty than at any other time in the history of the country. And the fundamental responsibility of the government is the welfare of the citizens. Two, I will make sure we secure this country. We are competing with thieves. They stole the election. Now they have stolen the economy. They have stolen everything.
Now, here's where Peter Obi pushed back, because we need to explain this part very carefully. He didn't say subsidy removal was wrong. He said something more specific, that removing it was still necessary, and the real failure was what happened to the money afterward, and that is what the argument has been all about. His argument was that Nigerians should have given people an alternative use for those savings, and instead, what God recovered has been mismanaged and, in his words, stolen. And this is where people have been talking about transparency and accountability, and that it is high time we start holding these government officials accountable for what they are doing. So, do you notice the actual disagreement here? It is not really about whether subsidy should exist. It is about whether bringing it back fixes anything, or whether it just avoids the other problem of accountability. If this video is giving you the full picture already, drop a like right now before we continue. It genuinely helps this reach more people, and subscribe if you haven't, because we have got 4 more updates and you don't want to miss what is coming. Now, to something that hits differently. Martins Vincent Osei, widely known as VeryDarkMan, says something blunt about a phrase Nigerians have had for years. Who are the unknown gunmen? Take a listen.
Now, there are no unknown gunmen anywhere. They are the unknown gunmen. The military men are the unknown gunmen. The immigration, the customs, these guys are the unknown gunmen. Nobody else. See, surprisingly, we have a lot of checkpoints in Nigeria. A lot of checkpoints, police checkpoints. When you're traveling from Lagos, you're coming to Abuja, Lokoja axis, you have a lot of checkpoints there. But then again, a lot of kidnappings happen along that route. Do you know why? When you pass with your car, you meet a checkpoint. When you meet the checkpoint, the policemen say, wind down, you wind down, open your boot, you open your boot. Believe you me, everybody knows he's rich and who is poor, and everybody knows the people that belong in the middle class. So when they look at you, okay, when you pass, they make those calls and say, the red Corolla, somebody is there that can pay. Do you understand? It's not rocket science.
Without even exaggerating or mixing words for you, I know you are familiar with that phrase, onogome. But please, I want you to think about what is actually claiming there. Because for years, Unknown gunmen has been the go-to explanation whenever something violent happens and no one wants to name who is responsible, and that is our number one problem we have been facing for years. Now, VDM's point is that the people behind that phrase aren't actually unknown at all. According to him, they are military, immigration, customs, people already wearing a uniform. Whether you agree with him fully or not, it is the kind of statement that forces you to ask, why has unknown been acceptable for this long? So let's switch to another update. NAFDAC has now confirmed that manufacturers still producing sachets or small plastic bottle alcoholic drinks under 200 milliliter will face real consequences. Take a listen.
If you are a manufacturer of alcoholic beverages in sachets and PET bottles less than 200 ml, and we find your product in the market, you will be fined heavily, aside from what you are doing right now. And the manufacturing facility will be closed down permanently. We will use POCA, proceeds of crime law, to deal with such manufacturer. But what I've seen from the manufacturing groups, the BAN and AFBT, is that they are ready to comply. They have seen that deterrent is working, and the highest deterrent is complete shutdown of the companies. NAFDAC is backed by that law. In terms of job loss, this was sounded since 2018. And many manufacturers now are thinking, they were the one who suggested reconfiguration of their lines. So they are thinking compliance. But if anybody doesn't comply, we'll visit that company rather with the law that is appropriate.
And sincerely speaking, this has been building for a while, but this is the clearest confirmation yet. The Director General herself laying out that non-compliant facilities will keep facing closure. So, in case you're an ambassador, a promoter, or an advertiser of this product, if you have noticed those small alcohol sachets disappearing from shops near you, this is exactly why. And finally, back to Peter Obi again. Now, with something much shorter, but just as direct. Take a listen.
Several meetings outside Nigeria. Do Americans come to Nigeria when they are running an election? No. Do Kenyans come to Nigeria? I will not go to any country. I'm a Nigerian, and I'm running to serve Nigeria. Why would I go and lobby anybody? I'm one person who says, if I'm in office, we will stop foreign aid, because we don't need it. God gave us everything. We don't need to waste anybody's time. I said it today when I was in City Council. Nigeria have everything it needs to be a super country. God gave us everything. I don't need to go and lobby anybody. We just need to fold our sleeves and work. It's as simple as ABC.
I need to say this. Everything is said in that clip, it says a lot. No lobbying trips, no roaming the world asking for loans. His argument is that Nigeria's problem isn't a lack of resources. It is a lack of productivity and self-reliance. So here's what I want to hear from you today. Out of everything we just covered, Obi and Atiku disagreeing on subsidy, VDM's comment on unknown gunmen, NAFDAC's crackdown, or Obi's stance on foreign aid, which one actually affects your daily life the most? Please be honest, drop it in the comments, tell me why, and I'm going to respond to as many as possible because this affects us and this is a conversation. I wouldn't like it if you just watch and leave just like that. 4 different stories, 4 different angles, but all pointing to the same thing. Nigerians keep asking, who is actually accountable and who is just talking? Like I do say, no bias, just the updates laid out plainly for you to express how you feel. I have another video coming up soon. It explains everything perfectly. And if this particular update kept you informed today, subscribe. I do this daily and I want to see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and share.